After the mistrial was declared, attorneys on both sides had a chance to talk to the jury. The defense claims most of the jurors favored an acquittal. 13 on your side's Josh Albertus continues our live coverage downtown with more reaction from Christopher Schurr's attorney. Josh.
Yeah, Juliet, the defense at this point is really just going to have to wait to see what decision Prosecutor Becker decides to make on the future of whether or not there will be a retrial or any other path forward here. But the defense attorney, when he spoke to reporters earlier, asserting this is not a situation, this is not a case of winners or losers.
My sense is that they worked very hard to come to a conclusion, and sometimes you just can't.
A hung jury in the trial of former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schurr, who had been accused of murder in the death of Patrick Lyoya.
He's been living with this for 3 years. He obviously wanted some resolution.
Now, the decision on whether or not to seek a retrial lies in the hands of the county prosecutor, who said Thursday he had not yet made a decision. But for Schurr's lead defense attorney, he felt there should be no retrial, and that what he believed the jury signaled should be taken into consideration.
What better litmus test for whether or not something should be charged if whether or not he can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
As to where the jury may have indicated it was leaning, both on the charge of second-degree murder and the lesser included charge of voluntary manslaughter, Borgula describing what he felt was a signal.
It was communicated that there was always a majority for acquittal on both. I was asking for the judge to ask the jury whether they could, if they had reached unanimity as to count one, which was murder in the second degree, and she declined. She's not required to do that under the rules.
While the prosecution looks to a decision, Schurr, Borgula said, will likely be waiting and considering what the future will look like now.
I think he's probably going to continue with the status quo, and see how things unfold.
But following the jury's announcement, Borgula clarifying, in this case, it's not winners or losers.
We cannot declare victory because there really is no winning here. A man died, and that is a very serious thing. Christopher Schurr is happy that the jury didn't determine that he's criminally responsible for that death. But it's hard to say that we feel like this was a victory.
And so we will be waiting in the days and weeks to come what decision the prosecutor will make regarding this case, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way. For now, outside the courthouse, Josh Albertus, 13 on your side.